Okay, hello, welcome. We're gonna have some quick 3-minute pitches from startups starting very soon in robotics, and the idea is just to let them get to know them. And in the networking session, you can kind of talk and ask more questions, but just get some basic knowledge of what they do. So if you're a startup, please come to the front area so you can start doing your pitches. Thank you. By the way, hi, I'm Russell from MassRobotics. So we're a nonprofit co-working space in Boston, sister organization of the CIC. We do a lot helping robotics scale. We provide them with like space, so like 3D printers and CNCs and things like this, and office space similar to CIC, but very focused on technical issues and problems. And then we connect them with industry, and also we do challenges, and we do STEM, which is like educating younger students to get interested in robotics. So yeah, really appreciate everyone coming out and hearing the talks tonight. If you're for this event or another event, should be interesting. Robots are cool, right? So yeah, we'll start off. Sam, you ready? You want to give a pitch? 3 minutes? Yeah, boom, there you go. We'll start off with pitches. We'll keep it very informal. It's okay.
Do I have slides or am I just talking?
Just talk. It's up to you.
Okay, sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Samantha Johnson. I'm the founder and CEO of Tatum Robotics. We are developing assistive technology for the deaf-blind community. So these are people who concurrently cannot hear nor see, and they communicate through tactile signing. So they hold on to the hand of the person that they're signing with in order to feel the signs that are being relayed. However, because they have to be in physical contact with the person they're signing with, the 150 million people worldwide with deafblindness have no means of communicating independently. So we have designed essentially a computer for the deafblind. It is a robotic signing system. It's in the back if you do want to see it, that deafblind people can hold on to and get independent access to news, weather, websites, messaging services. It can be customized for different speeds, different languages. So we have American Sign Language on there that we've tested with about 100 deafblind people. And we actually just yesterday, we met with the Japanese Association for the Deafblind, doing all different languages. And our first product will be available in July of 2025. And so far, we have been really spreading as much as we can. So we've been traveling as much as possible, get a lot of feedback. And we're really excited to go into this next stage that in the US will be funded through federal programs. We'll be purchasing the equipment and really starting to understand what that landscape looks like elsewhere. Thank you. Is somebody else here a startup that's supposed to be pitching? Yes. Thank you, Samantha.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jessica Henry, and I'm a product manager at a haptic robotic company. This is our product. This is our device. It is a 3-degree of force feedback haptic device. So the arms pop out, a stylus pops into its little end effector, and when you move it around in space, you can encounter digital objects. So you connect it to a computer, you run a simulation, and you can feel 3D geometries, textures, different things can be rendered through the stylus. So this has applications across industry. We like to categorize our use cases into simulation for task training. So that could be surgical training. That could be learning how to solder a board. That could be in conjunction with a VR headset where they're really getting immersion and getting the whole sense that they're touching something, seeing something for them to learn. The second category that we're seeing it used is robotic control. So this is like a 3D mouse. You can use the end effector to control the position of the cursor or the position of the robot or the position of the animation. So you can actually, in real time, drive around the end effector, drive around your stylus, and control a following robot. Now, when you look at those two things together, then you get into the space of controlling digital twins or teaching digital twins how to do stuff. So we're coming to Japan because we're getting a lot of industry manufacturing interest from manufacturing, using it for robotic control. But also some of our partners, like at NVIDIA, some of our partners are actually already using this device as an input device in order to train digital twins of robots, and they're more interested in the simulation, AI kind of side of it. So We do a lot of work across industries, but we specialize. We're a small team in Montreal, 20 people making these robots, and we've been selling them for the last 3 years. We've got a seed round of funding that closed a year ago, and we are continuing to grow our team. And we're excited to be in Japan to introduce this project and really push it in this market. Thanks.
Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is Aaron Whittemore from Humatics, and this is kind of a home away from home. Humatics started in the CIC in Boston. That was our first corporate offices, so it's great to see it going international. Humatics is a positioning company. We make a positioning solution called Milo. We create the proprietary sensor all the way down from the silicon, all the way up to the software stack on top, and we provide a cone of coverage that provides 3D positioning down to sub-millimeter level of accuracy. When we constrain the solution to 2 dimensions, we are able to get sub-micron level, or at micron level, about 10 microns of positional accuracy in a 3D cone about 15 meters deep, which is perfect for manufacturing and assembly cells. Our primary customers are automotive folks. So think of automated assembly lines where you need high precision to do torquing. The precision that we provide with a high update rate and integration into robotic arms such as KUKA, FANUC, Mitsubishi allow that conveyor to continue to move with very high precision maneuvers being performed by those robotic arms. Think torquing bolts and not having to stop the conveyor belt to have human intervention. That's what we're doing right now. The 2D application is really primarily used for AMRs for material handling and movement at a constrained height so that you can shift products from the AMR onto a platform or something like that. Have videos and happy to show those to you after this. Really appreciate being here. Looking forward to talking to everybody in a little bit. Who is next?
All right, yeah, who is next? I think some of the companies are running late. David's on the phone right now. So I'll fill some time. So some jokes, no. So a lot of the companies will have like laptops or set up in the demo area on the large tables out there to showcase what products they have and what they're going for. Is pretty interesting. Yeah. Is there any Otsu-san you want to pitch? You really don't want to pitch? Okay. Don't want to put you on the spot. So yeah, so for now, I think that's like what we have for the pitches here. I think some people might come later. So let me try to get David. Sorry. Gomenasai. So it's yeah, sure. Thank you. And tonight, actually, Mike Sudano, who's from Woven, actually couldn't be here, and he works a lot on the Meetup group in robotics here. So there might be a few people part of that group that are here, kind of mixing and mingling. So yes, welcome and thank you for coming. Robotics really is a difficult technology that you have to link all together. Lots of different components, also just like the right staff, the right people. So like when people come to Japan, they're always looking to get help to get their robot out there. So if you know people or companies that want to connect or that might be a good market fit for these companies that are showcasing today, have a connection. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, I think David's ready. Okay, ready? Okay. Yes. I was stalling. I was like,
dance and some jokes. Hello. So I'm David Rajan. We're from a company called Opteran, and essentially we're the first company to reverse engineer a biological brain. We took a decade at one of the leading universities in the United Kingdom to go inside fly brains, ant brains, bee brains, a little bit of rat. Actually, we're starting work on primates at the moment. And we use neuroscience and comparative biology to actually understand the connectome and the math inside real brains. And the reason? Because if you want to solve autonomy, the best autonomy in the world today is not in a Google or Amazon data center or a Tesla data center. It's at the nearest patch of grass you can find, because nature spent 600 million years to evolve math that is innately autonomous to the world. And so what we've done is to get that math and we put it on any machine. We have it on machines like robot vacuum cleaners. We have it on robot dogs. We have it on wheeled machines, warehouse machines, forklifts. And they all move around with their own common general purpose mind that lets them see the world with vision, with the cheapest 2D CMOS cameras, 20 bucks. And those biological algorithms, instead of running on brain matter, are now running on a cheap mobile phone chip, an A53 or an A76 ARM core, for instance. So instead of spending $30,000 on 3D LiDARs and AGX compute, we're talking about 200 bucks. And so that's what we've done. We've reversed biological brains into a software mind that enables general purpose autonomy. But the key difference, we don't have a data center. No data, no training, innate natural biological behavior that enables a machine to move like a natural creature. So I'll leave you with one final thought. We always like to say, I hope you can now see, intelligence isn't artificial, intelligence is natural. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Worth the wait. Worth the wait. It was good. It was good. All right. Cool. So now I'll also, if there's somebody in the crowd that has arrived that has a robotics company, hey, even if you weren't signed up, if you have a robotics startup and you want to give a 3-minute pitch and tell people about what you're doing, I'll open it up as well if you have some interesting project. Otherwise, we'll kind of cut it off early. I hate to jump back in if people arrive late, but if they're not here, we can't have them. So we'll just start the networking a bit early. Thank you guys for attending. Thank you for listening. And yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yes. Here, I'll bring out the list. Sorry. I'll give an overview of some of the companies that we're going to come, and maybe will come later. So there's a company called Rad Mantis. Robert Huber is the CEO, and they are making an interesting technology that kind of observes fish. So fish, I hate to do their pitch like an injustice. I'm really simplifying it here. But basically, it scans fish that are going through a pipe, and then it can decide whether or not if they're healthy or unhealthy, or if they have some specific, if they're male or female, they want to separate fish. It can shift where the fish are going. And in fish farms, that maintains like health of fish. And they can do that in the pipe. But this is really kind of unheard of for like technology. So so it's kind of a way to process fish through a pipe. They also do other things with oil and gas companies processing different chemicals. So really interesting company. It's like another like a vision company. There's another company called Kitsui Tech. They're actually a Japanese company, and they are building a farming robot that will. So it has a method. It's a small robot that has a method of doing carrying like apples and carrying different like branches and things, but also it can cut the lawn, and also it can spray for pesticides. So it's a small machine that's lower cost comparative to a like larger farm equipment. So for smaller mid-sized farms, it's a robot that can kind of help out in those cases. So another company, Yuki from Aladdin Inc. So he's actually a very new startup, a Japanese startup, and he is working on basically a trash can that can separate things. So there's an issue with trash, like if you have mixed trash, and it actually can identify and separate different trash, like when you throw it away, so that more of it can be recycled, and also tracking like where trash is coming from, where it's going at disposal. So that's pretty interesting. Also, sorry, this is a long list. I know there's a lot of people at different events. I know Ryota san from Seaside Machines. He's in Osaka at a clean tech event, but he's making a robot that actually is a very soft robot that cleans up beaches. So cleaning beaches. So really interesting. It's he saw that the beaches were just kind of destroyed, and he realized that like right now you can clean a beach with a tractor, but it's like can kill like species on the beach. So and just kind of overkill. So she wants to find a smaller robot that can pick up things off the beach. So really kind of a nice, inspiring robot for cleanup. Also, there's a company called Cold Metal that does analysis of. It's a good question. They do an analysis of, how do I describe this? This is like processing different materials with AI. So yeah, there's a lot. And previous to this, we held some events. MassRobotics, we worked with Mitsubishi Estate prior to this in Yokohama and held some events. So they have a tech hub space where they're doing some different initiatives in mobility, because there's a lot of industrial automation in Yokohama, a lot of mobility companies with car manufacturers and things like this are present there, have headquarters there. So they're focusing on that element of things. Also a bit on clean tech. In Japan overall, there's a lot of interest in clean tech and green tech. So that's a unique place to kind of grow and build technology. As well as we did some activities. Actually, CIC Fukuoka just opened as well. I visited there. They have a CIC Connect in Fukuoka. That's very nice. If you're on the other side of Japan, you should check it out. But yeah, we were kind of doing a robot tour. That's why everyone's kind of like, either they're seeing success and they have meetings and they're running around doing different stuff. They're trying to get the most out of their trip in Japan, because when you're in Japan, it's a long flight from Boston, and you want to like make really good meetings. You want to meet people that can like help you grow in the country, and that goes the same with any time you go to a different country. So yeah. And again, I extend out if there's any startups in robotics that would like to do a little 3-minute pitch, or if any of the companies I just described showed up and want to kind of I do a better justice to what I described. All right, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's the spirit. Yeah.
There we go. Excuse me. I'm Colin. I run a company called Beat Emotions business across the region, and we are a Swiss-originated, Australian-owned company that is in the field of human behavioral analytics. And where that fits within robotics is with machines or human communication, right? If you look at the map, only about 7% is based on words, right? Another 50-something% is based on what we see, whether that's the facial expressions, the body movements, and so on. And about another 40 is based on hidden information within the voice, yeah? So what we build is edge-based software that helps machines understand the people that they've got to work with. Yeah. So just in the same way that, in human communication, it goes way beyond words. Machines, robots, cars, all kinds of systems. So, basically we work in areas of smart mobility, in terms of smart living, in healthcare, in smart security, and so on. And it's all looking at helping machines understand the humans that they have to work with, right? And that's kind of key. I mean, you can see us in things like companion robots or driver monitoring systems, things like that. So if anybody is building machines that need to understand people, happy to talk to you. It's really, we're into deep edge-based AI. We don't do stuff in the cloud. We run it all on the edge and as low power as possible. And there you go. Just a quick pitch, if anybody interested.
Thanks. Yeah. Hey. All right. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough. Thank you. Yeah. Hey. Thanks. Yeah. That's great. I mean, another thing too. Sometimes, well, I know we have some open time too. I know we're talking about startups here, but if there's any other maybe larger corporations that have an issue or a problem or something they're trying to solve, and they want to share it, and maybe they want to find a connection here, and want to say a quick blurb about that, it's open mic, for that. Anybody? Okay. Think about it. Don't be shy. It's okay. All right. I think that about summarizes it. We'll probably end a little bit early. I want to have you sitting here, and I'll try to do stand-up or dancing or singing or karaoke, something that's going to waste your time. But yeah, take this time and, oh, hey, Zella, come on, pitch. 3-minute pitch. I'm glad I saw you. I was just about to finish. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's a problem with the start time, so it's okay. No, just verbally, you can just chat about it. Just say what you're doing, yeah. Okay. Simple, yeah. And afterwards, there'll be networking time. And you can just one-on-one more.
Okay, yeah. My name is Alex. I thought the event starts later. So I'm the CEO of MassRobotics. We provide the human sense of touch to robots. So we're a hardware and software company that makes tactile sensing solutions. A lot of companies focus on vision and AI, which are very important to locate an object. However, if you want to grasp, hold, and manipulate an object, vision is not enough. And so we provide a sense of touch. And we do this with our U-Skin high-density 3D tactile sensors. So the sensors, they're very small. They provide digital output. So for example, in one robot hand, we can integrate thousands of sensors. We also integrate them in grippers. And then we work not only on the hardware, but we also make the integration into robot hands and grippers and on the tactile software. So for example, you can detect slip very fast. Example applications are also, for example, factory automation, warehouse automation, or fruit picking. So in that case, it's you can not only pick the fruits, but you can also sort the fruits, for example, according to weight or ripeness, so according to the stiffness of the tomato. Yeah, I've never done a pitch without slides, so maybe that's. So if you want more information, please talk to me or Xela Robotics. So it's XELA robotics.com.
Yeah, there will be some time. We can set up the laptops with like the slides and pictures. You can get more visual aspect. I think some of these also visual help. So yeah, we're just trying to go through a lot of the speeches pretty quick. So I'd like to introduce Otto-san. See, maybe the event should have started at 5:30. A lot of people thought, sorry, my apologies. It's okay. Well, we're here now.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Ryoji. I'm a CEO of Intelligent Technology. We develop robot and AI both. Today, I want to explain our the very special robot. We developed a construction robot. So our construction robot is AI remotely controls construction machines from the far distance. AI looks at the machines from the video, and AI can understand how to move the construction robot. So construction robot is not the new machine, it's the existing construction machines. The existing construction machines robotize, modify to the robot. And why we develop this kind of robot? In Japan, it's a very labor shortage in the construction. It's the same like the United States. So our robot is can reduce the construction workers and reduce the construction cost. And it's a very, very useful robot. So our robot is already used in the Japanese construction site. So for example, the dam construction site, or for example, the Fukushima nuclear accident, our robot is already used there, this kind of place. I can more? It's okay? Okay, so our robot is used. Another case is the firefighting robot. For example, the United States is a wildfire. Every year is 70,000 wildfire occurred in the United States. Our robot is only nowadays in Japan. Our robot is already 10 fire department use our robot. It's very useful because Japan is an earthquake, typhoon, or the flood, something. It's a very useful robot. Thanks so much. If you are interested about our system, please contact me. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah. As I understand it, I think we messed up the posting of the time, so maybe we'll. A lot of people thought it started at 5:30, so maybe we'll wait a little bit just to see if some more people will come in to pitch. But I can, if you guys have questions, I can do audience Q&A if you got questions about robotics. Anybody have questions? MassRobotics, robotics in general. So me, myself, I actually used to work at SoftBank Robotics in the past. At SoftBank has the Pepper and Now robots you probably are seen in some shops. Actually, today I was surprised at Shibuya. I saw the Pepper. There's like a cafe there, and I was like, oh man, these are all working. Who's fixing these? Because I know after you fix something for many years, you say like, oh God, how does this happen? So that was a lot of fun working with those robots. And also now I've been at MassRobotics for 7 years, and actually I'm helping a company out of Waseda that is called Hatsumove. And they pitched here a little while ago, but they actually make an entertainment robot that's a humanoid, but it's anime style. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's actually for like VTubers. So it has like a projected face. It's pretty interesting. It's a fun little project that inspires people. We use it mainly for conferences, and it's a small market. So I'm not trying to like say, oh yeah, check this out, it's amazing. But it's just a passion project. As an otaku, I've always like been interested in robotics. So it's just amazing to be in Japan and working in it for many years and making an impact and seeing stuff come to life. So it's very special. So yeah. Okay, anybody think about any questions? Anybody? You're killing me. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm trying to. All right. Well, if the people who didn't show up, didn't present, they'll be likely here in the afternoon to network and chat with. Make sure to say hi to everybody and get to know people. That's what we're here for anyway. Get that one-on-one connections if it's a company you're interested in. Learn about new technologies. It's really exciting. But I think at this point I'll just conclude and say thank you all for listening, bearing through it. Sorry for the confusion. And yeah, get to really know the companies. You have some extra time. So thanks. Thank you.